Well, hello and welcome. My name is Roger, and this is your daily tarot map for Saturday, June 13th, 2015, using tarot to create the life you want. Well, today we conclude our work with the Sharman-Caselli Tarot by Juliet Sharman-Burke, with the cards illustrated by Giovanni Caselli. As tomorrow, as per usual, we begin working with a new deck for the coming week. So be sure to tune in tomorrow to see what that deck is. So on to today's draw. The three cards drawn randomly from the deck today were the Page of Cups, the Sun, and the Knight of Swords. So the first card in our draw today is the artistic Page of Cups, the youngest member of the court family. Now, as the Suit of Cups represents the emotional side of ourselves, we can say that the Page of Cups represents the beginning of a new emotional journey. Now, given that this is somewhat of an immature energy, it can point to emotions that are sensitive, vulnerable, perhaps insecure, and easily bruised. Now, given that the Page of Cups sometimes represents the arts, this card might suggest that you develop the artistic, creative, and intuitive side of yourself. The pages are about dipping your toe in the water and taking those first tentative steps. So this might be time for you to explore your creativity and to get your work out into the world. Now, given that this water card is ill-dignified by the fire card next to it, however, we see the contemplative energy of the page weakening, informing us that our period of planning, dreaming, wishing, and inactivity is coming to an end. Yes, your emotions may be sensitive and tender, but there comes a time when we have to stop pondering and imagining and start doing. Now, this idea of doing is further supported by our next card, the Sun, a card that brings with it ideas of attainment, of success, expanding horizons, and achievement. Now, here we see a small child riding off on a horse. Now, typically, horses represent movement and forward motion, so the child that we saw in the last card is no longer sitting still. The child on the horse has taken the brave first steps of mounting the animal, is holding on, and is now moving ahead. Now, is your imagination flush with ideas? Do you have unwritten plays, books, poems, or stories hidden away on your hard drive? Have you always wanted to use your intuitive ability to help others, but we're always held back, perhaps by fear or insecurity? I see the Sun card here as telling us that, telling the young page that the time has come to move past that lack of self-confidence and to take a risk. Now, so in our last card, the Knight of Swords, our page has grown into the knight. And instead of trotting forward slowly, his horse is at a full speed gallop. Now, knights are about quests, challenges, but mostly action. Now, this knight is charging in full speed ahead, determined and confident that he will succeed. He's turned his back on the past and now is only looking ahead to the future. He's telling us that now is not the time for doubt or hesitation, but rather enter into the unknown with frenzy, excitement, and most of all, trust in yourself. Usually when the Knight of Swords flies into a reading, it's to give you the go-ahead to put your plans into action. So if you've been hesitating for whatever reason, consider this the thumbs up to get going. So today, think seriously about expressing yourself publicly and communicating your ideas, your dreams, your art, your skills, and plans to a wider audience in your community. Sure, you might have to face some of those fears head on, but ultimately, the end result will be more than worth it. And isn't fulfilling your own dreams worth the effort? So, the message for these three cards today is: the biggest risk is not taking any risk. The only for sure way to fail is by doing nothing. So today's advice card comes from the Chronicles of Destiny Fortune card, and the card drawn randomly from the deck is number 19, Pegasus. So this card really seems to support today's message of moving forward. And I find it really interesting that out of all the cards drawn today, 3 out of 4 of them contain horses. So the cards really seem to be hitting us over the head with this idea of movement. So today, hop on your horse, take a deep breath, and prepare for the beginning of an exciting and fulfilling new journey. And that is your daily tarot map for today. If you like this video, I'd really appreciate it if you could click the like button below. And I also wanted to thank everybody for sharing these videos on your social networks, for liking them, and for subscribing to this channel. As always, I really appreciate your support. And that's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll talk to you again tomorrow. Brightest blessings.